the title. So today we have something a little bit different than what I would normally play with, but I recently just made me one. Um, so I'm doing a kind of more well-rounded version. What I kind of wish I would do, or what I wish I did with mine, but at the same time, I guess I didn't really need it. Mine, I really just went much higher shooting, um, better handles, and less defense. Which you can 100% do that if you play with like a genuine like center or whatever, or like somebody with just already good rebounding. I play with my buddy. He has like a 6'9", like max friggin' weight, max wingspan, all that. He gets a 99 board, so I don't really need any of that, like a whole lot really. Um, but with this, if you have the right amount of cap breakers, you'll be able to get crazy blocks. You'll get a 93 block. You'll get a 92 defensive rebound. You'll still be able to do some really good playmaking with the 73 ball handle and the 65 speed with the ball. Your strength is still really good. You're going to be able to pretty much play with like some of the best when it comes to strength. Like I think strength is really like important for defense, but I mean a lot of people just go like overkill. You know what I'm saying? So like if you are playing against like a genuine like good boy, like 99 rebound or whatever, 99 strength, that kind of thing, like you should be able to 100% get around it just with the amount of speed you have. You still have the strength presence. Your handles are still good. You're not going to be the primarily like ball handler, of course. But if you get the ball, like you'll be able to do like some pretty decent moves without being really slow. And your shooting is really easy in this game, so this isn't that bad, like at all. What I have it at. And plus, if you have more than 9 cap breakers, or if you just want to do your cap breakers differently, you can just go ahead and put it on your shooting to make it better. Or, tweak the freaking weight in the wingspan, lower the wingspan, raise the weight, whatever. But for this, to start us out, you're going to put it at power forward, 6'11", 230 pounds. Like I was saying, the 230 pounds and the high wingspan allow you to get a good block and rebound with the wingspan while also maintaining your speed. I want to start with the finishing. Our close shot goes to an 84. That Paint Prodigy, I love that badge. Your floaters, I don't really like doing floaters. I don't really do a whole lot of hooks. But I do love the Paint Prodigy badge. You can always use the max plus ones, max plus twos, whatever, to get it up. But I wouldn't really raise the close shot with your cap breakers or anything. Driving layup. Got an 80 driving layup. 80, I would say, is roughly what you should have it at. 75 to 80, I'm pretty sure is like standard, I personally like having driving layup on my builds. I would never put it to like a 99 or probably anything above a 90. But I do like having driving layup. Matter of fact, on my build that I have freaking a 90 driving layup and the dunk, the 87 driving dunk. So let's go to the driving dunk. Get silver posterizer. The taller you are, the easier it is for you to get posters, dunk on people, whatever. So that mixed with the 77 vertical, like I said, you could always use max plus ones, max plus twos to raise that also. Standing dunk. Standing dunks, this really isn't supposed to be a, traditional center or whatever anyway. You do have like your close shot and your layup for like your under the basket finishes, but you can still get standing dunks. Your post control, in my opinion, is extremely good. You can always, like, I guess I love saying this, max plus ones, max plus twos on the post powerhouse. I wouldn't do post fade phenom. Um, and let's go to the shooting. So the max for the shooting or for the midi on this build is a 88, I believe. The 3-pointer is a 85. I think a 85 3-pointer, because I had it on one of my guards. It was a 6'6". I had an 85 3-pointer, and I wasn't using any midi. Like, I didn't have my midi built up at the time. And I think it feels pretty good. I mean, you can't take a whole lot of like stupid shots or anything like that. Even though I did hit like some pretty good shots. Like my first shot on the build, I had an 85 3-pointer, no ball handle or nothing else. And the very first shot I took, it was like a 30% contested. So it's enough to hit. And, you know, you get silver to start. But, you know, you could always bump it up or whatever. You could always, like I said, raise the 3-pointer to 85. I think 85 just feels and looks better than an 83. Maybe it's just like in my mind or whatever. I don't know, really. Free throw 71. You know, you'll hit your free throws. Even though I think free throws are like weird. I don't know. They're like really slow. I don't like shooting free throws. I don't even play like the rec really though. I play a lot of like 2s, 3s, whatever. But this build, in my opinion, can do every single little bit of it. Your playmaking, your pass accuracy. Pass accuracy, on a lot of my builds, I go a 76. That's like probably my favorite amount because you get all the badges besides bailout at a silver. And then I normally get my dimer to a gold. On here, you'll probably want to do like your break starter or whatever, depending on like what kind of player you're going to be with this. But 71 is 100% enough. You could use cap breakers. If you put 5 caps on it, obviously, you know, it would go to a 76. Or like it might skip, like your cap breakers like might skip by like 2 or something like that. So you might be able to put less. Your ball handle, you got handles for days. Obviously, you know, it says you can't get ankle assassin or whatever, so it sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. You'll still be able to get something with it, like some ankles or whatever. And then unpluckable and strong handle. Strong handle, you got your strength for it and your ball handle, obviously. And then with your handles for days, I would 100% suggest like going with like bumping it up like at least by 1. But if you're not going to be dribbling the whole like ball a lot, like then that's definitely why you'd go like a lower ball handle and then just not touch it with your max plus 1s or 2s. Speed with ball. Speed with ball, you don't get the 68. I get it on mine because I drop my defense like a decent amount. Not even just my defense, but my rebound. And my strength. I don't know. I don't really think there's that big of a difference, to be honest. I mean, there might be. I really just haven't felt it. That's just me, though, 100%. Go on to the defense, interior defense. So you're not going to touch this at all. You're going to keep it at the 82. Okay, same with your perimeter. Your perimeter is honestly like really good for a big. You know, like you should 100% be able to get like cons just because you're tall to start and he has defense. You know what I'm saying? You should 100% be able to get cons. Your steal, it's decent steal. I think it goes to a 72 max on this build. So I was gonna try to get to the 73, but you can't. So I just kept it at the 67. Get bronze glove and bronze interceptor. Pretty standard. I really don't put a whole lot on my builds, but like there's just really like a lot of steals that I should be getting, but I don't. So I feel like since I put like even a little bit of steal, it's been a lot better. I would say it's been a lot better. 88 block. This block right here, it is at the 88 start. And then you're going to use your cap breakers and get it to a 93. So you're going to get gold paint controller. And then if you want to like, also just saying like, if you want to raise your vertical, then the 88 is good enough to get you gold high flying denier. Both of those badges are great badges, but to be honest, I would say a lot of it is really just dependent on your positioning. Like, your positioning matters a lot. And then your rebounding. 70 offensive rebound. If you want to raise it, then you could honestly just, like, lower the ball handle. Maybe lower the speed of the ball or the free throw a little bit if you want to. Probably the post. And then build that up. I would probably get it to like a 80, but I wouldn't really raise it any higher than 80. Even then, it's cool now because all your badges are going to come from your defensive rebound, which you're going to spend your cap breakers on to get it from an 88 to a 92. That's going to give you gold rebound chaser that I would 100% suggest using at least a max +1 or whatever you can on it. And you're going to get so many more boards. And this right here, this is what I was talking about with the one I made. So mine only gets an 88 block entirely because the wingspan's a 6'11 wingspan. And why would I raise it to a 90? I guess besides like it just looking better. My interior is still a 82, but my block's lower, so it's like I have like less interior presence. But like I said, my pass accuracy, ball handle, speed of ball, shooting's better, my finishing's better, but this is a really big difference on like the defense, Also, this has a better perimeter defense than mine does, which is surprising, honestly, because mine's like fast and all that. Going on to the physicals, 75 speed. 75 speed is not that bad at all, in my opinion. Mixed with a decent agility. I mean, there's no really like good badges that just genuinely upgrade your speed. So you can't really get it up that much higher unless you were to lower your weight and then raise your wingspan so you still get the rebound. Your agility, decent agility. I mean, you're too tall to really have anything to do with the speed, really. 83 strength. So your strength, you're not going to be able to, be Shaq or anything by any means, but you are going to be able to back people down. The friggin' physical finisher, like I said, I think that's one of my favorite badges, I would say. A lot of your defense and some of your offense even comes from your strength, so it's 100% important. You can set the screens, helps you back down, physical finisher, you can do the contact layups, whatever. Then your vertical. This is one of the best parts about it, is that with you already being 6'11", your vertical is a 77. So you get gold pogo stick. It helps you with your posterizer, your high flying denier, and your standing dunk. So you have that with the rebound, with the block, just overall pogo stick, for your shooting, whatever, your dunk, whatever it is. Your vertical helps you back it up. And then almost everything else, your strength or your speed helps. I put like a lot of thought into the physicals. It probably doesn't look like it, but I really did, because I was thinking about what I would have to sacrifice for each thing. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on. Chet Holmgren, not going to try to say that name. And then Anthony Davis. We got a rim reaping 3-level score. I think that's a tough name, me personally. Your go-to badges: box out beast, aerial wizard, and pogo stick. Top attributes: block, D-board, and driving dunk. Your strengths: elite timing on blocks, clears defensive glass with ruthless authority, poster threat in transition, and a serious mid-range threat. Weaknesses: no big weaknesses to report. And with that will be wrapping everything up. If you want to, I did post a couple other things. I posted a 6'3" and I think maybe a 6.8 or of just a video about how I make my other builds. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Comments would be really nice because comments help out a lot, like more than a lot of people think. And next time I'll probably go with like try to find a 610, or I'll probably just show you guys the one I actually use.